everyone, this is Madison Dennis. I own MHD Beauty and MHD Cosmetics out of Nashville, Tennessee. And today what I wanted to do is just take a minute and do a hair tutorial for you guys. One reason for that is I know that a lot of y'all like it when I do my hair tutorials. I mostly do makeup tutorials just because it's a lot easier to show. And the hair tutorials just, you know, it's just like I only can do so much in this little screen. But what I wanted to show y'all today is actually how I blow dry my hair. So I essentially give myself a blowout. And you know, this style of blow drying your hair is a lot better if you are someone who has like naturally wavy, or I don't say that I have naturally curly hair anymore because it's like pulled out curls. So I would say my hair is naturally very wavy. It's coarse. So when I take the time to give myself a blowout, it just makes my styling thereafter a lot easier, and I could actually like walk out of the house with my hair just blown out and feel like it still looks good. So without further ado, here is my blowout tutorial. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.
So the first thing I do is after washing my hair, I brush it out really good. And this is just to get all the tangles out, because when you are blowing out your hair, you don't want to come across any snags. So then I use my Paul Mitchell Forever Blonde. It's like a serum, and then Moroccan oil, and I put a little bit of that in my hair just to protect it, strengthen it, and smooth it out. And as you can see, I'm brushing all of that through as well. Then I'm going to section my hair out. I like to do lateral sections all the way across, starting at the bottom. And then I clip all the rest of it out of the way. Next, I'm taking a round brush from the company Argan Magic. And my favorite hair dryer from Chi is the Chi Turbo Pro. And I'm using the nozzle on the Chi hair dryer that concentrates the flow of air. And if you've ever used a Chi hair dryer, it's awesome because the way I describe it is it's like the hot air just kind of melts out of the hair dryer. It doesn't blow your head off. So using the nozzle on the end of it really concentrates that hot air, and it really allows for a nice silky end result. So as you can see, I'm kind of taking like 1.5 to 2 inch wide sections, starting on the section right by my face, and I am taking the round brush and the blow dryer and just going along each section, making sure that each section is completely dry before moving on to the next. So as you can see here, I'm taking another section, and even though the bottom section is already dry, I'm totally okay laying that new wet section on top of the dried section, because as you'll see here in a little bit, I'm going to actually, like, once this next section is dried, I'm going to kind of take it all together and take the round brush underneath all of it and just kind of do one good pass over all of it. So don't worry about laying your section of wet hair on top of the dried hair, because if your section that you've dried previously is dried well, that those few moments of the wet hair laying on top of the dried hair section shouldn't affect the straightness of it at all. One thing you'll notice here also is I am taking the round brush. For the most part, I'm taking it underneath each section of hair. And what that does is it allows the root to lift from the scalp, so that's creating a natural volume. If you are wanting a voluminous look, you never want to press the round brush down on top of the section of hair that you're blow drying, because that is going to press down the hair at the scalp. So you always want to make sure that you're lifting underneath with every section that you do. It's definitely not as easy to do it this way, but I have found that if you've only got two hands, so with the hand that is holding the hair dryer, what I will typically do is take my pinky and then use that to kind of section out the smaller section that I want to blow dry, and I'll lift that up and over the round brush that my other hand is holding. So that's kind of how I make that happen for myself. So now for this top section, I do wear my hair parted down the middle, so it's a little bit easier for me to get the symmetry, just because I am parting exactly down the middle of my hair. But again, you just really want to make sure that you are blow drying from underneath, or you're holding the round brush underneath the section of hair that you're blow drying, so that you get that good volume. And you can see as I get around towards the back, I'm especially doing this because I want a lot of good volume at the crown of my head. And guys, I've got super long hair, so it's definitely not as easy as I'm hopefully making it look here. Don't get discouraged if your arms get tired, if your arms start shaking. Pulling a round brush repeatedly through a mound of wet hair is definitely not the easiest thing in the world to do. So just don't get discouraged. Keep practicing. The biggest piece of advice that I could give you is just make sure that you're sectioning it out. Much like I've done here, the way that I'm doing it is a way that I have found makes sense for me and gives me the ability to really get my blowout really smooth. So that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the blog or on the YouTube video or on the Facebook link, and we'd be happy to get back to you with an answer. Thanks. See you next week.